Welcome to Spill the Real podcast, the Margarita Book Club for women in their 40s navigating midlife, motherhood, marriage, and that nagging feeling that you should have life figured out by now but don't.
We're two 40-something moms of teenagers, married for years, probably in perimenopause, and still trying to lose the same 20 pounds we've been fighting for a decade.
This isn't about having all of the answers. It's about spilling the real conversations as we wish someone had with us sooner.
So grab a margarita or a coffee and let's spill the real.
Welcome back to Spill the Real podcast. We are going to be talking about some pet peeves today. Our title for today's episode is Midlife, where everyone is loud and is wrong.
Yeah.
So
I love that title.
And I feel like some of these things that I don't know if they're pet peeves or if they're just, us being in our 40s and going through premenopause.
Over it. Yeah. Just
100%.
over it.
Yes. Yeah. But, before we dive into today's episode, I love a real talk question.
Oh, yes.
And because I'm less annoyed in these days, I guess, because I'm like, I don't have a lot of pet peeves.
Oh, I'm like, girl, I got them all.
So I am going to bounce it. My favorite thing to do is kick it to Christy first with our real talk question before we dive in, because I don't know what I'm going to say yet. So here we go. Real talk question. What's something that never used to bother you, but now makes your soul leave your body a little bit?
Well, a lot of mine have to do with driving.
Oh.
I get really annoyed with people with driving, other people's driving. Yeah, I road rage really bad. So probably the one now though that like I want to get out of the car and like
strangle someone.
Yes, is not turning right on red. The light is red and you are turning right. It is okay to go. You're supposed to yield, stop, check, and then go. It doesn't mean you have to sit there and wait for it to turn green.
Okay, you are going to be the one that is road raging over me. I do know this, and but I don't have road rage because I'm so that, or I'm listening to my podcast and I'm totally oblivious to anything that's happening. So
I'm sorry if I've ever honked at you or given bad gestures to you as I drive by. I don't really do that, but I want to sometimes.
But you got places you got to go, places you got to be,
yes.
and
I'm usually in a hurry, and I just most of my pet peeves that I have to do with people being inconsiderate. And not saying that people are like not purposely being inconsiderate, but like when you are not like aware of other people around, then that drives me crazy. Like little things, like if you are like, I'm using this as an example, but it could be anywhere, like some kind of drive through, somewhere you're having to wait in line in a car for something. And like you like, I don't know how to explain it right. Like I need to get in.
Yes.
I need to get in I need to get in the line, or like I'm blocking something and you are like 50 feet away from the car in front of you. Like pull up, because there are 500 cars behind you, and we all like I'm like be sitting out in the road at middle school pickup, and we're all getting ready to experience that all over again.
Yes.
But yeah, especially the very beginning of the year, it's crazy. And I'll be all the way out on the road, and I will look down the line, and I will see all these cars that are like, pull up. Pull up. We are all sitting out here in the middle of the road because we can't get in, and like you're like there could be 2 cars in between you and the next one. That kind of stuff really, really gets me.
I hope that you never see my vehicle. Because I'm going to say now that I drive a Palisade now, and one of the bells and whistles that come with that is it tells me when the lead car pulls away. It tells, like, it dings.
Yeah.
And it tells me when the car in front of me is pulling away.
Yes.
I need that reminder because I'm going to tell you when I'm in car rider line, I'm looking down, I'm not, and then I'll look up and like, oh shoot, they're all the way in front of me. I gotta go.
Yeah. So I'm 10 cars behind you, like, pull up.
It's funny that you say that because, you know, I take the boys to school. So I pick up your
Yep.
son on the way into school, and we'd be like sitting there and it's like raining or something. You know, everybody wants to pull up
Yeah.
and make sure that they're
God.
out.
Oh gosh.
It
That one.
and Jax
Mm,
will say, "Oh, my mom would be losing it right now, losing it." So
yes.
even he knows that this
Yes.
sends you into a rage.
Yes, yes. Yes. The middle school by itself, the middle school parking by itself. And I hope somebody from the district is listening because y'all did not get it right. Y'all did not get it right. You had this brand new school, all this space, and we did not get the car rider line right. But yes, if like that was another thing, like we would have all these cars behind and somebody is there's you can pull all the way up to let out,
Yeah. And there's
and
an awning
there's an
because it was
awning,
raining. Yes.
and they stop, and then like all of us back, like my kid's already gotten out of the car.
Mhm.
Like my kid will get out of the car as soon as we hit sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm kicking them out. Get out. I'm
Yeah.
going. I got to go to work.
Yeah.
And then the car in front of us, their kid will wait. Even though they were stopped by the sidewalk, their kid will wait to get out until they pull around. So then I have to stop and wait for their kid to get out, who will then take 10 minutes to get their backpack. They'll have an instrument in the back seat. And I've almost gotten out of the car or that. It makes me late for work.
I'm dying right now.
You are a savior taking them to school, which I couldn't because we had to start going 5 minutes earlier. So there was no way I could take them this year because that definitely would make my soul leave my body, is that car rider line. So, yeah, well, anything that has to do with cars and traffic.
The only time that I might get a little road ragey, not even road ragey, I would say if I have to poop and I need to come home very
Ooh.
fast, I'm like, get out of my way.
Get out of the way. See, that's how I am. That's the urgency all the time
Oh, see, I don't
when
have
I'm in the, yeah.
Yeah. But my husband would be like, did you just pass like how many bathrooms? Like there's a dollar store, Menards. I'm like, no, I wanted to come home and people were in my way.
Yep.
Anyway.
I get it. Okay. What's yours?
So,
because mine was long.
Well, so I had to think about this for a hot minute because the things that used to not bother me that now bother me, right? And gosh, I don't want to throw my husband under the bus, but you all know this. You already know a lot of this that I'm about to say. But the older we have gotten, it used when we were dating, when we were young chickens,
spring chickens.
I didn't really care about the things that he was putting in his body or what the honey buns at midnight that he would sneak into the bedroom and eat. Now I literally want to choke him out. Literally last night he had nuts in his hand and he brought them into the bedroom and he's like chomping on these nuts. And I'm like, it's a pet peeve of mine because literally I'm trying to say to you, it's going to catch up with you. It's going to, and it is a little bit. Don't hate me, husband. And he already knows this. We've already, like, his blood work, all the things.
Yeah.
He's going to be so mad at me for airing out his dirty laundry. It's just I'm so annoyed. And I used to not be. I think it's just because I think where it changed for me was when he became, he's self-employed. So he is a remodeler, right?
Yeah.
His body makes us money.
Right.
Like, is our income.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm just so nervous and protective of that now I'm just like over, over annoyed. And it's a huge pet peeve of mine of like, care more about your body making us money.
Right.
Not on Second Street. I mean, I'm saying like he builds things.
Yes. So, well, I mean, you know what he does when he's supposed to be working.
Right. Anyways, I still love him. I love you, husband. But
well,
he did make
but that was a big one. We had a lot of I don't want to say audience, people on social
Mm,
media, and the loud chewing, listening to people chew
yes.
was a big one that I kept
Mm.
seeing over and over again. So is you say it's though because it's him and it's not the, but does the
It's not
chewing
that, I
also get
mean,
you
maybe
too?
so, okay, so it's not, I think here's what we have to define. And I think we're kind of leaning more now into the episode. So
Yes.
we're diving in,
Diving
right? We're
in. Yep.
switching gears just a
Yep.
little bit. So I think what we have to define is what's annoying versus a pet peeve.
Yes.
Because I'm not always annoyed by the loud chewing. I think it's a pet peeve if it bothers me every single time somebody's
Yes.
loud chewing or whatever.
Yes.
I think it's sometimes environmental for me. I'm more annoyed
Yep.
maybe if, I'm trying to watch my TV show or, he pissed me off that day. I might be annoyed by his chewing that
Right.
night.
Right. Right. Yeah. I see that.
But
Yeah.
like for me, it's not every time he does it or when somebody else, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it would have to be in like situational.
Right.
And if I'm more like less tolerable in that moment or
Yeah.
like overstimulated by my environment in general and like that just seems like it's loudly doing
Yes.
it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does
No,
that make
yeah,
sense?
yeah, yeah. More of an annoyance or a pet peeve. So maybe as we go through, we can kind of
Determine if it's
determine.
annoyance or a pet peeve.
Yes. Yes. Like the breathing too loud. That was one people said. And that just goes like sounds. Like I think so much of that, like you said, is just like when especially women, because we get overstimulated really easily, and then somebody's I don't know. That doesn't bother me. Like the chewing, if somebody is smacking their mouth,
Mm,
like chewing with their mouth open and like blatant, like that would bother me. But like
right.
it normally doesn't. I guess if somebody's crunching on, I don't know. I don't think that really bothers me. I don't think
I think
that's one of
like
my
if it
pet
was in
peeves.
like maybe a quiet car and
Yes.
there was some like peace and all I can hear is somebody chomping on like Fruit Loops that's like
Yeah.
loud or something. I don't
Yeah.
know, but
Well, I say for me, like it, like somebody that does like like keeps doing a noise over like
mm,
a tap, like tapping their like especially at school, like the kids like tapping their
mm,
pencil, or if it's like I have to apologize to my kids at school sometimes because they'll be like somebody
mm.
humming like while it's like a quiet time.
Yes, yeah.
That drives me crazy, and I have or they'll be like singing to themselves, and I'll be like, it's beautiful. It's just not the right time.
Save it
Yeah,
for
that's the kind of
later.
noise that bothers me, like like somebody doing like a repetitive noise, a repetitive thing. So
So one of the things that I forgot that this is a pet peeve until I actually had to ask one of my friends, like, "What is some pet peeves? Like, you're around me a lot. Like, what are my pet
yeah.
peeves?" And she gave me a whole long list. I was like, "Well, I agree with some of these, but I forgot, and it's so true. I cannot take it when this goes back to Justin."
Poor
But
Justin.
this would be like honestly, even my two boys.
It's just that you're around your husband most of the time,
Yes,
and yeah.
yes, yes. But very, very strong, like Axe. I hate Axe body spray.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like if somebody like is pouring out, like I will literally go in, like because Justin there for a while would always have Axe body spray, and I would go and get it out and throw them away. And he would like rebuy them. I'm like, no, I can't. Something about that smell,
Yeah.
like I can't do it.
It didn't matter what scent it was.
Yeah, if it's a very strong scent, like pulper, like I hate somebody that uses air freshener after they poop.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and it's a lot. Like, I can't do that with at work. I can't do
Yeah.
it anywhere. I
Yeah.
just that
I can see that.
strong odor. It's like a huge.
Like,
It's more than annoyance. It's like I can't breathe. I can't deal, and it
throws you over the
definitely.
edge.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. I
ruins
could
my
see
day.
that.
It ruins it.
I could see that. I mean, like I think anything that hits a sense for different people, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, so for some people it's sounds, for some people
oh.
it's maybe smells, for some,
And as we were talking, I didn't think about a lot of the ones that people were listing, and when we're talking right now, it's more of our senses.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
For me, it's in consideration. Like
Yeah.
it is like people not being considerate of other people's time or whatever resources. I don't know. Like the grocery store is the other place that gets me. Like okay, anyway, and I'll say this one is can be anywhere. Like the grocery store aisles or like walking on a sidewalk. Follow the rules of the road. Like get on the right side, go down the right side, or go down the left side if you're coming down the other way. If you are on a main aisle, the big aisles in the middle, and I am trucking down that main aisle, do not come out of one of the little aisles in front of me. Like, or do not make me stop. That is a stop sign.
I am dying right
That
now.
is a stop sign. You stop, look both ways, then you come out. You don't cut somebody off who's coming down a main aisle in the grocery store. Like you just don't. That's sorry. That's yeah.
No,
That one gets me. That one gets me. I feel like there was another grocery store on that I thought of. I was
Yeah,
like standing in the middle, like in the middle of the aisle, like looking at something, and I'm trying to like get out of the way. Like you're not the only person in the aisle. Like you gotta like be like consideration of
I
space
totally
and time and that kind of stuff. Really gets me.
I totally
But I don't feel like that was always stuff that got me that riled up. I feel like now it's like on a different level.
interesting. I think I kind of switch. I think those things used to bother me before, but I think I think my career now and all the people that I'm around, I know that it's out of my control and I've done so much like I think I allow too much grace and like I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go. And probably cuz I see my husband, the things that are out of his control are usually what he has road rage. Like a lot of the things like I'm like, I'm type A and I don't do that.
Yeah.
It blows my mind like y'all two are a lot alike
Yeah.
in like personality traits, and you all have very similar pet peeves. I wonder if there's something with that.
I don't know. We need to do some research.
I know because I don't have those. I don't have those same. I get exactly what you're saying, but I'm like, I would have to be very in already a bad mood. Like I
Yeah,
would have to
yeah.
be like very much. But like if I'm in a good mood or I'm indifferent, and that happened, I might not acknowledge it. Well, that was rude or that
Yeah.
was inconsiderate, but not like steer me in rage.
Yeah. It's a problem. It's a problem, but it it is. It's like silly things, but it is just like when I think about well, why does that make me mad? It makes me mad because you're not being considerate of like the people behind
Oh,
you.
I
You know what
get
I
it.
mean? Like
Yes.
when like our school drop off in the morning, like it goes there it goes into two it'll go into two lanes where you can have if the one lane gets too backed up, then you can start another lane, but then you have to merge back it. But it's just to
Right.
keep people so nobody's like stuck out on 54. So uh, but the rule should be you go to Highland, you drop your kid off, please listen. The rule should be you should not go to that second lane because now what you're doing is you're merging in front of people that were already sitting in line, and now you go to that other lane to get in front of all these people, and then because then you guess what, because people will merge right, one
Mhm.
this one
Mhm.
that one that
Mhm.
one, but so they cut the line and get up in that second lane whenever the first lane's not full. Like we're not
Right.
all the way backed up.
Right.
So like I would
Mm.
be like I'm the like teacher like trying to get to my parking spot, and I will, which now I just go around all of them. I'm like, y'all just get on my way. But it would, oh gosh, it would make me so livid because I'd be like sitting there in this like, oh, okay, I just gotta get up there in my parking spot. And then somebody that came up behind me would go get over in this lane and get to cut 3 cars in front of me. And I'm like, that lane is only for overfill. It's an overfill lane. when you can't get in this lane because it's full, then you go around to the other lane. It's a whole thing.
Your road rage is something significant.
It's a problem. It is because then it just puts me in a bad mood.
Yeah, I don't want you to be in a bad
I know.
mood.
I start the day out that way.
Somebody said I think made a comment of one of their pet peeves, and now this one I can align with a little bit. Can't really align with road rage unless I'm in a bad mood or I gotta poop. Is speakerphone. People talk in public on the speakerphone.
Yes.
Now, I
That
don't
one
think
gets me.
that gets me, like, especially at the nail salon. I feel like that's a big place that people do. And then my dad and my mom, I'm like, oh, I can't deal.
But they do it like in public, like when they're like in Walmart, walking through Walmart.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's what, yeah. And like if, like at the cabin, and we're all just sitting there, very inconsiderate.
well, that doesn't bother me. It is like when you. Well, I just think like when you are in like a public place, like a store or whatever. Like, what if that person may not know you have them on
I
speaker?
know.
And I'm like, and I don't. Everybody doesn't need to hear your conversation. I'm
Well, and
sorry,
I'm
Sharon
that
and Leon. I love you all so much.
I'm that one friend that when I call all my friends, they're like, "You're on speakerphone."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I mean,
I'm that one friend that they don't want me to be on their.
well, I always say that to everybody if I did, like, especially in the car, like with my kids are in the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're on speaker. You never know what somebody's gonna say. Yeah, I had that one. I had that one on here too. Speakerphone in public. We were at the Dust Bowl game, and so this wasn't necessarily a pet peeve, but we were like watching the game and like trying to talk, and they had the music
Oh yeah.
blasting,
Oh,
and we were about
overstimulated.
ready. Yeah, and we were overstimulated. It was
Mhm.
like a weekday,
Yep.
and we were like about ready to like lose it because it was so loud, like right in our ear. And
Well, and
anyways,
usually, again, that is just like, I think over time, like it was hot. Had it
yes.
been not hot, and
It
it was
didn't
just
bother
like,
me any of the other days, which we
yeah.
didn't have to sit over there by it, so maybe that was why.
So
But
it's just like it sometimes is a buildup, right? But
yes,
like what some of the things that you've described and others have described, I think when you can truly call it a pet peeve is no matter what mood you're
yep,
in, if it can like change your mood and or drain your energy when this particular thing happens, no matter the scenario,
yep,
that's definitely a pet peeve.
yeah.
And uh,
That's yeah. When
and you
it's
got to identify if that's it becoming a problem in your life.
yes, exactly, exactly, yeah. Because I'm like, is this gonna get worse? Am I gonna get like where I'm like honking and flipping people
People off.
off because I've like or what's that movie? I don't know.
Oh.
Russell Crowe was like having a bad day and somebody cut him and then he's like chasing him, trying to kill him or something.
Oh.
So I hope that's not me someday. But
It's surely not.
speaking of the sports too, this is another one. This is a pet peeve and it has to do with
Mm,
with
consider
inconsideration.
it.
And I know we've all talked about it.
Yep, I know where you're going.
Okay, if you are especially like a travel sports where it's game after game after game after game and you're moving courts or fields or wherever you happen to be, when your child's game is over, get up. Get up. We don't have time for you to sit there and update grandma and grandpa on the score or to wait till your coach gets done talking to them. The next game is getting ready to start, and those parents are trying to find their spots to sit down.
It's a
And
flow of traffic
it is,
scenario. Like,
yes.
get up, move so the next
Get
people can
out
come.
of the way. That really drives me crazy. And that's what it is. It's like inconsiderate. Like,
Yeah.
or your kid's not playing right then, but then you go take up like right, you take up a prime
Mm,
spot and it's not even your
your
kid
kid
playing.
playing.
And like a whole team is sitting there and their
Yeah.
parents and you're like, we we're trying to watch this anyways. Yeah. So that's a that's a that's a big one too. That's a big one too.
I can totally tell that you have a list of things that bother you, But I don't think that changes who you are. I think you're a very sweet, kind
Well,
person.
thanks. Until I'm not. Until I'm not.
Until she's not.
Until I'm not. So so these
Oh,
are
she's
things.
gonna continue.
I'm not
No,
done.
you're
I'm
not
not done.
done. You
No,
got
these are
more.
like little ones, like at home, and
Okay.
like I said, my husband listens every time. So, honey, I'm sorry, but and a lot of times I don't say anything. But my family has like if you spill something or
Okay.
you're cleaning up crumbs or food off the counter
Mm-hmm.
and using the dish rag to like clean it up
Okay.
and then not rinsing it out. And then
Mm.
you just like lay it on the sink and then when I go to use it, it's got like food particles in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
That one drives me crazy.
Well, and see, in my house, I'm the only one that would clean it up. So it really.
Well, it's only if it's like immediate like spill, but like white like food
Mm.
it grosses me out. Grosses me out.
So like in house chores, and I think we've actually talked about this when we were talking about like relationships, I think in marriage or whatever, but it's the trash. I do not think it's in this is a pet peeve of mine. I've already voiced. I should not have to take out the
It's not
trash.
her
It is
job.
not my job duty to
No.
take out the trash. I just think it's a man's job. I have taken the trash out.
But you've communicated that now, right?
Everybody knows where I stand on it.
Okay.
But when the trash is overflowing and you can't even pull it out because like we have one of those pulls.
Yeah.
If you can't pull it out because it's overflowing, but somebody's just going to cram it down
Yeah.
and add more to it when they should have just taken it out.
Yeah.
That is a pet peeve of mine.
Like I feel like there's like levels of
Yes.
rage of like what let's say like a 1 to 5, like 0 to 5
Mm, mm.
level. Where does that put you? Like we've all established that the road rage stuff puts me at a 5
You're at a 5.
immediately.
Mm-hmm. I want to say like probably a 2.5, 3.
Okay. Okay.
It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
It's not a deal breaker unless we're on day 3 and then
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
on 5.
Okay.
If we've
Yeah.
stuffed it down and there's flies swarming it,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I
I've
hear you.
taken it out by then. But if I have to take it out,
Oh.
everybody in this house is going to know I'm taking out the trash. I'm going to tell you that right now. The door's going
It
to
goes from 5 to 10 real fast.
Yes.
Real fast. Because
Yes.
don't you love that too? Like when I have a pet peeve, I feel like other people need to know my
Oh.
annoyance
Mm.
level.
And so, okay, I do have one. I have one.
She's got one. Okay.
I have one. And no one can do anything about it.
Okay.
Mine is if I'm trying to explain something, but I'm not a good explainer and I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like I need you to read my mind. So I get very like annoyed when I just want it to be rushed through, like whether it's like giving directions and I can't come up with the right word and like they're still waiting on me. I'm like,
Get
I'm
there
over
faster. Yeah.
Yeah, like I want them to fill in the blanks. I want them to read my mind.
Yeah.
No one can do anything. And that's on me to like slow down, look up, think like I'm trying to do like 3 things at one time.
Right.
I realize that about myself, but I just want people to read my mind.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing, right?
It's not asking very much at all.
But yeah, that probably sends me more. It's annoying, but then like if I have to do it, it's the same thing all the time. And they can see I'm busy.
Yeah.
And they like ask me stupid questions.
Yeah.
I can go to 5 real quick.
Yeah, I could see that.
Real quick.
I could see. Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so back to house. Sorry, Neil's listening. Back to house. I did trash. You did
dirty rag. This probably goes. This may be more of an annoyance, but I think it's starting to bother me a lot more. But like, especially because it's like the end of the day, like sitting on the couch watching TV. The TV might be on. It might be on like a game, so it's kind of loud, anyways, like a basketball game or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then like somebody, I'm not going to mention names. Somebody, this could be anybody. somebody is then on their phone, like, listening to a song,
Maybe like Creed.
maybe,
Mm,
like, or, something like that, Stephen Wilson Jr.,
mm,
something like that,
mm-hmm,
and, like, and they're, like, listening to this song, and then the TV's blaring,
mm.
and there's that
And
and
the dogs
that.
might start
The
barking.
dogs might, yeah, the dog, or yeah, that throws me over.
0 to 5.
Yeah.
Where are you on that?
Well, I mean, right in my mind, I probably go to a 4 really fast, but outwardly, I'm probably just at, like, a 2. But we won't, that's, who knows? That may happen in a lot of homes.
Mm.
But yeah, if there's, like, a lot of different noises, and yeah. So but I think that's probably turned into more of an annoyance. Like that's one of those, like, I'm overstimulated. There's too much going on. Like, I don't know if that really bothers me every single time. But
Do you think so? And we probably need to, move on through, but like, do you think when we're saying like midlife and that we're older and like things at once, I mean, does our sensory panel, like our input, like does it change? Like our when we're saying annoyance, and a lot of this is like sensory or inconsiderate. Like
hmm
when we were younger, we were probably those inconsiderate people,
yeah,
right? And
yeah,
like I guess lived like life experiences hadn't like happened to us or whatever. And so we're kind of living in our own world. I feel as though like society, for me, what I've seen more people be like outwardly like annoyed or a pet peeve or whatever or disgust is more probably, I think we live in this trendy, maybe this happened more so after COVID, of like not selfish, but like your time is precious. We don't got time to, mess around. And I'm going to preserve my energy as we all should. And I'm going to create boundaries. But I feel then that like everything is like more at a nine, like we're seeing it more at a
hmm
high level of an intensity of like being annoyed by something that maybe we wouldn't be, because now you're messing with my boundary that I set, or now you're messing with my
yeah.
energy. I don't know.
I wonder if that has to do with how much time we all spent, like, at home, like, away from public
Mm.
and out of, like, a lot of those social settings.
Oh,
And then, like, you didn't have to deal with a lot of it, and so, like, your tolerance level, like,
now that you're,
dropped. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've been out of it for a while, but I see what you're
but
saying. Yeah. I
yeah,
feel like people throw that around a lot. I'm not throw it around because I think it's a real thing, like
yeah,
being overstimulated. Like, yeah, I don't know. I know I hear a lot about, like, our nervous system, like, what's that? Your vagus nerve? Is that what it
yes,
is? Like,
yes.
and like needing to, like, so I don't know. Is that, yeah, does that change as we get older?
Older,
That
like, or
peak?
patience. Like, I feel like, patience goes into annoyance or whatever. Like, what we're able to offer grace and patience towards, or tolerance that maybe we're not able to. And maybe that's why people go through like not a midlife crisis, but like sometimes we've talked about this. Is it a crisis or just needs to be like a shift in your life type of
Right.
thing?
Yeah.
And I think people are very impulsive later in life because they're like in making rash decisions and changing and up, like
Yeah.
changing their whole life, all because of like maybe their patience and they're not, and maybe their body's not adjusting the way. So like,
Right.
can we be more aware to like change the inputs our body is getting, right? So
Mhm.
like lessen, maybe meditate more, or more like if all this is we're
Right.
saying our sensory panels overwhelmed, and what can we do that's in our
Yeah.
control to lessen that input? I think it has a lot to do
Mm.
with scroll time, like
Oh,
screen
yeah.
time, that
Mhm.
blue, what is it called? The
The
blue,
blue light.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I think it changes
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
all, like
Yeah, because
I'm
I'm
not trying to make an excuse by any
no,
means, but
no.
like we can sit here and we're kind of being in light of and funny of like here's our pet peeves and
Yeah, but there is
joking,
something to
but
it,
it's got to
because
be.
especially when you say this didn't used to bother me and now I'm gonna strangle somebody, like, so there's gotta be something to it, and the change in our, I don't know.
I mean, we always my mom in our house, because of my brother that has special needs, we'd always call it the chill pill. Like everybody needs a chill pill, you know. And
Yeah.
so, but like in I've heard more women later in life, like, okay, I'm gonna need to get on like a nerve pill.
Mhm. Yep.
And I think that's a real thing.
Mhm.
And it's, you know, annoyances, you know, pet peeves, whatever. But I just think we can't process the inputs that we're getting at a high rate, or maybe, you know, from our, and I don't know about everybody, but for me, and you and I live similar lifestyles. So
Mhm.
like in our 20s to our mid 30s, I mean, you had some traumatic things happen in that period too. So it's like you can't focus on what is even annoying, because you're just like hyper focused in on raising kids, and the only
Mhm.
input you can be surrounded by is like your kids and building a life,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But now that we're like settled in our life, it's
Mhm.
like we're now recognizing, I don't know,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
more
no, that makes sense.
inputs that annoy the hell out of us, but we didn't even pay
We
attention.
didn't
And
have
then
time to even care about it before. We were
yeah,
just trying to survive most of
yes.
it, most of the time. Yeah. No, I think that, yeah, I think there's something to it for sure. Because, I mean,
I don't
things
have you,
can
what
push
about,
me over the edge real
I'm really
fast.
concerned about me being in front of you in the car.
Well, and it does take me a little while when somebody gets a new car, especially like a different color, to get used to. So I'll make sure I look first. Well, what's really embarrassing with that comes with that is when I get really aggravated and I like maybe I honk my horn or something like that, and then then I end up parking beside them in the parking lot going to work, and it was somebody I knew, and I'm like, but I don't
Or
know,
it's
just
Mama Betty, and
I
she needs a little
know,
bit more grace
I
for her turn
know, I
right
do.
signal.
Well, I will say having a young driver has made me step back a little bit and like
Control your rage.
yes, yes. Let's make sure it's not some young driver who just doesn't know or but the older people driving, I'm gonna be in the boat of I think they need to get retested at some point.
I would agree.
It's a little dangerous sometimes, and most of the time I get annoyed and I come up beside somebody and I realize it usually is somebody older. I'm talking more about those if you're
Mhm.
my age and
And
you're
you're being
not following the
inconsiderate
rules of the road. Like follow the rules of the road is what I
mm,
ask, and just be considerate of
others.
others.
It's a great lesson of
I
life.
mean,
Is there any last little tidbit? You still got notes for days over
well, that
here.
well, we threw this out to our listeners. Not all these are mine. I'm not that bad.
I love giving you shit.
I wrote down what a lot of you all said. So I just we're just gonna we don't have to spend a lot of time on all of them, but just kind of read through them because I had a friend stop me today, and tell me that she listened to our podcast and how it made her feel so much better that she was not alone in
Mm,
things that she was experiencing.
she's
So,
crazy like us.
well, she said, I said, see, you're not crazy. She goes, oh, I know I'm crazy. But she was like, it just makes me feel better that I know I'm not the only one. And I was like, well, that's the whole point. So I felt like some of these that we didn't really talk
Talk,
about, but like just to make
you're
you
not
see you're
alone,
not
and
alone.
Christy
Cause
wants to include you in on the
I
crazy.
do. Uh, Mean Girls as adults,
Oh,
like high school drama stuff as
mm.
adults. Yeah, that's
I don't
annoying.
got time for that.
No. Uh, Somebody said driving slow in the passing lane. Tracy said that one. She's on the road a lot too.
Yeah, she
So,
is. She
girl,
does
I'm with you on that
that.
one. I'm with you on that one. Entitlement and lack of personal responsibility.
Ooh,
That's a
ooh, that's
that's a
a
that's a deep
personality
one.
trait.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
hard
deep
to.
one. Somebody said stepping in water drops in your socks, so then like the bottom of your socks get wet.
Oh,
That's annoying.
mm,
Not returning shopping carts. See, that's like not putting them in the
not being considerate of
not
your
leaving it
next
in the
shopper.
yeah, leaving it in the parking spot. Yeah. not stopping for funeral processions,
Oh,
being rude to service people, kids leaving a mess in restaurants, and drivers don't pay attention to emergency vehicles.
okay.
Yeah.
There's some real things in
Yeah.
there that would. It's all about being inconsiderate. Honestly,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're onto something
The
there.
consideration.
I like it.
Oh, I can't help it.
Well, so as we prepare for next week's episode, I think the title is
Oh, I don't have the title right now.
I think I know it. I think I know
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Because I think I was like, ooh, I think I want to do this. Being getting un being comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yes. Yes. I just didn't have the title written down. Yes.
Or getting comfortable with being
With
uncomfortable.
being
Yes.
yeah.
So, yeah, I hope that you all come back here. If you have some pet peeves that you want to share with someone, I encourage you to share this
Yep.
podcast with them and let them know that you annoy the hell out of them, I guess.
Share this with somebody who's always on your nerves.
Let them know in a funny way that
Passive
they
aggressive
annoy you.
way.
But until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right, that's it for today's meeting of the Margarita Book Club.
Thanks for sitting with us and spilling the real for a little while.
If today's conversation sounded like a lot of your own thoughts, you're definitely not alone.
Follow us on social media at Spill the Real.
And come back next week for another round of Real Talk. Same book club, no reading required.